Taking photos in Lagos is interesting, not as scary as some think it is. In Lagos, everyone is trying to hustle. Everyone is up to something. It makes it very dynamic. I'm Dylan. Street photography is just quite raw. I can focus on the essence of photography, composing interesting pictures, meeting cool people, and ideally telling their stories, in this case, through stills and statics. In school, I was into photography. I was in photography clubs where you needed flash, you need lights, and all that kind of stuff. Street photography is the one that allows me to continue doing photography without having to carry too much gear, and it forces me to do it a lot more. When I'm framing shots or I'm just doing it on the street, there's kind of a story in my head. I'm thinking like, why is this person here today? Where are they going to? What is motivating them? They look interesting. Why are they dressed like this? Or how did they get to this situation? These are the questions in my head. The photography does not answer those, but I hope that when I'm capturing the pictures, that's the question that will be in the head of whoever is seeing those pictures.
To me.
I most likely might come up with a concept in my head, but because it's street, I don't know what I'm gonna find. Like today, the concept I had in my head was to capture the street cleaners at work, working on very dangerous highways. But as I was walking through, I found other subjects that were fairly interesting. I was in Istanbul, then I was doing other photography, not necessarily into street. There were some folks who were dancing. I joined these folks dancing, and someone actually took a picture of me dancing on the streets. When I took that picture, I started taking a bunch of random pictures. I wouldn't consider me doing street at that point. If I didn't know there was a thing called street photography as a genre of photography, and I read up a little bit about it, and pretty much just started doing it.
Okay, English. Show ya and then. I don't want okay. I'm going to go take permission.
Of course, not take permission for
Check let's check in.
take permission later.
Okay. The first thing people hear when you say taking photos on the street in Lagos is that everyone panics because they think that very soon area boys are gonna come attack you and approach you and accost you. In fact, many times I've been threatened to have my camera taken away, or you have to, pay up in some capacity.
No, just me to take picture. Now, in the take picture of me, the picture of.
Oh, this how I do it.
Our boys, if they do mind you.
Yes, those are scary. But actually, I don't find them scary. I just find them interesting, to be honest. I'm doing my hustle, taking photos on the street. People are doing their hustle, trying to see what they can get out of you. So that's part of what makes taking pictures in Lagos on the street fairly interesting, because you meet people who you almost will never meet anywhere else.
How long have you been practicing?
Yeah, I've been for about 3 years. I've been in India.
You did your PhD in India? Why did you come to Lagos?
Yeah, we had a center in Lagos. My body fell from the screen.
Your body comes from Lagos? That's interesting.
But the more you do it, you get to learn that these individuals are like everyone else. They're trying to survive, as everyone kind of is in Lagos one way or the other. And ultimately, what it comes down to is they want to tell their story, and they often are excited that someone is there to capture it.
Dr. Triple Van Nat, a pleasure meeting you, man. All the best on your mission. Enjoy.
I was going to take a picture of this gentleman who, apparently I didn't know who he was, didn't like his picture being taken. To be fair, I didn't really ask for permission to take his picture. I don't have like this long zoom lens that I'll be zooming people in the corner. I'm getting in their faces and taking the picture. This individual just took a swipe at me and he said a bunch of curses and I just said sorry and I walked away.
Another picture. What do you know, lady? Eh? What do you know, lady?
Ẹnu iṣẹ́ la wà.
Where you man running now?
Wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ bí wàá lè rí.
Kí ló dé?
Ẹ̀ sit down. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni àwọn express kò sí rè.
Now I've kind of gotten a lot better at softening the mood before I take the shot. So when I walk up to people, I can kind of tell if they will be uncooperative or not. Often, surprisingly, people are actually a lot more cooperative.
Ààrẹ náà ni. Ìgbà kan ṣe àṣẹ project kékeré kan ni. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ náà.
I no get check.
Mo ní ṣéjì lọ́wọ́. Mo ní ṣéjì lọ́wọ́.
I no get money for hand, yeah man.
Often I will talk to them, engage them, chat them up a little bit. And in Lagos especially, if you're not in it, you might have this notion that, oh, people will be attacking you or they'll be dangerous or they'll try to rob you or whatever. But quite often than not, everyone's just trying to get by and they're very kind. And you know, when you chat with them, the moment you say you give them a little bit of money here and there, well, you can laugh it off and it'll be fine. I'm fine. I don't know if you'll be fine.
Bínú kẹ́ mi fẹ́ kẹ́ bínú ẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ rẹ́rìn náà ni. Wow. No, it's free. I can send it to you later.
I don't have it right. Let me be on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Booking you okay.
Just put your number, just send your name to this, so just send it to me.
I don't have any aspiration of grandeur, of that I will get popular, or people will know my work, or people will find my work interesting. All I really just want is that, you know, I capture these stories, I can look back at them, maybe share them with families or friends who find them interesting. Maybe write a book that has a bunch of these stories, has a compilation, a montage, a collage, whatever it is. I'm not necessarily making a documentary to change the world.
And here's the almost dying shots.
I still about almost died.
It was worth the shot.
All right, take it easy.